What a wild season TCU is coming off of. 21 wins for Mark Campbell in his first year in charge of the program. That is a record by a first-year head coach at TCU. And Coach Campbell now joins us at the set. Coach, I've never seen a season like you all went through a year ago. You were so short-handed at one point. You had to hold open tryouts on campus for walk-ons. You had to pull players from the volleyball team. What did you learn from that surreal experience?
Yeah, I learned we got a tough, resilient group. And I learned we had to change our system, style of play, and through it all, you still ended up having the biggest turnaround in college basketball at the Power 4 level. And so that group laid an awesome foundation for year two.
Well, you know, Coach, you return about 80% of your scoring, some really great players in Sedona Prince and Madison Connor, but everybody wants to know about the transfer portal. Tell us about your players and Hailey Van Lith and how they've blended together.
Yeah, I think we did as well as anybody in the country in the portal this offseason, which that's college athletics right now. That portal is popping. So we're excited. Hailey's here with us, but we added 6 players. All 6 have had a great training camp so far. We're 4 weeks down, 2 weeks left. All 6 are going to play an important role. 4 guards, 2 post players. But Hailey, we can touch base on her. Just excited to see her in our pick and roll system. We have depth now, so we get to play really fast, and we're going to get after it and press, and it should be a fun brand of basketball.
No more volleyball players.
No, but we kept one of the 4. She's back. Ella Hamlin from Granbury was just an awesome player for us last year, and decided that she wanted to come back, and we opened her with open arms, and so it's neat to have her back.
When you talk about Hailey, I know you said this offseason you have plans to unleash her once the season starts. What is that specific game plan?
Unleash Hailey is just allowing her to use her gifts. And she is one of the most skilled playmaking guards in college basketball. And she needs space. We have shooters everywhere, so that court's going to be very space for her to just go and play. One thing I didn't know about Hailey till we got to have her is she is a gifted passer. And so she's going to play in a whole bunch of pick and rolls with shooters everywhere, and give her the freedom to go be Hailey. And we're excited to watch her do that, and I think the country's going to be excited to watch Hailey.
You know, a lot of people know her from her success at Louisville, you know, going to the Elite 8 at LSU. But tell us about the offseason getting ready for the Olympics. I know you played a lot with her, trained her, and then being able to be on that stage and really have that mindset shift that she needed this year.
You guys, Hailey's work ethic is second to none. The only other one that I've been around that has the maturity, the focus, the work ethic like Hailey is Sabrina Ionescu. They're cut from the same cloth. And so to watch Hailey prepare for the Olympics, she did her whole preparation at TCU. So she was doing 3-a-days. And she'd do her morning workout, she'd get her nutrition, she'd do her weights, and then she'd come back in the evening and do her 3rd workout. And so to see that and the maturity, the focus, the grind that she has, it was inspiring.
Yeah.
I know it inspired her teammates. And as a coach, it inspires you to make sure you give everything that she needs. And then I got to go to Paris and spend a week there watching her earn a medal for our country. But on that stage, it's the biggest stage in the world. And she had a great 3-on-3. I think she was named to the all-tournament team and was the only college player, male or female, that played for Team USA.
So how'd you get her? How did she end up at TCU?
We had a previous relationship, recruited her out of high school, and got really close with her and her family. But ultimately, Hailey has one more season. She gets 9 months, and she wants to be a pro. And she thought our system, our development, our style of play could allow her to showcase her abilities. And so I think it's just a perfect match. And then obviously TCU is an attractive place. And so it was just the right timing, the right fit for us and Hailey.
Well, what an amazing experience. And you got to go to Paris, too, and be able to watch that success. So talk about the transition that you had from last year, having to play slow with only 7 players. And now we're going to see so many playmakers on the court, and how that transition is going from coaching that new style.
Yep, so coaching, you got to take the hand you're dealt and make the best of it. And so last year we didn't have depth, so you got to control tempo to stay in the fight every game, and we were able to do that. Now you get to play how you want to play, which is going to be a fun, exciting, fast-paced, up-tempo system. We're going to press, and we want to create as many possessions as possible. I think we have a guard group that can play with anybody in college basketball. And we want to shoot a lot of threes. We want to spread the court. I know Madison Connor last year broke our single-season three-point record. I hope Madison breaks her old record. And I think she's going to get more open looks, easier looks because of the players surrounding her. She had to work really, really hard last year to get her 20 points a night, and I think it's going to be effortless this year for her.
And I'm sure that's a big selling point, a big recruiting point. Players love to play in that type of offensive system. Oh,
100%. And that's the game. 80% of our job's recruiting. And so you want to play a brand that attracts players. And in our 2 off seasons, the portal's been good to us. And I think that is because of our system style of play. And you want to get the next Hailey, and you want to get the next Sedona Prince and Madison Connor. And so it's going to be fun and exciting. And you guys, I think it's 2 weeks from today is our season opener.
Yeah.
November 5th. You all are a sleeper pick for some this year. Where do you see yourselves fitting in this new look Big 12?
Well, the Big 12's loaded. It's absolutely loaded. And so, first of all, I am respectful of the teams that had great years last year. You got Kansas State, Iowa State, Baylor, West Virginia, and all those teams returned a whole bunch of returning players. Their core's back. And so, those are the ones that everybody's chasing. And then there's another good group of programs behind them, but we're trying to break into that elite tier. And I think we have the talent to do it. Now we have to make it happen, and we got to play together and play right. And so that's the journey we're on right now. But I think on paper, you're as talented as anybody in the league.
All right. Well, good luck this upcoming season, Coach.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you guys.
Thank you.
Let's hear from one of your star players now. Hannah, who you got?
Alex, I'm joined by Hailey Van Lith. Hailey, what a big summer. You've had a bronze medal for Team USA, and you could have gone off to the W. Why TCU, and why do you want to play in the Big 12?
Yeah, I think TCU obviously is great for a lot of reasons, but the style of play that I knew we were going to have under Coach Campbell, just the freedom I would have in the offense, and the opportunity to showcase a lot of different abilities. I knew it would be there, and I knew him for quite a while in my basketball career before this moment, and he's always genuinely wanted the best for me, so I knew that I could trust Coach with my last year. And I think that the Big 12 is unique. It has very versatile teams who play a lot of different styles of basketball, so I think it'll make me a lot better, and the Big 12 will help me improve.
What specifically drew you to TCU's style of play?
Yeah, I think the freedom, the up-tempo, just the freedom that Coach lets us play with. With a player like me who's fast and exciting and passionate, like I need freedom to show that, and he's gonna let me do that. And obviously our team is gonna compete to win, but at the end of the day, you want to go out there and be allowed to be who you are. So I feel really comfortable that that's gonna happen, and I can't wait.
Coach Campbell was just on our set and said that their goal for the season is to unleash you. How have you seen that hold true over practices the last few months?
Yeah, I mean, he's put a lot of faith in me, and we have a lot of pick and rolls in our offense, and part of unleashing me is showing that I can and play in that and make those reads. And it wasn't always great from the beginning. I had some learning curves, and he kept faith in me. We watched a lot of film together, and we still are. I'm still learning, but I'm getting better, and I'm showing growth. And he has never 1 second doubted me. So that just instills a lot of confidence as a player. And I think hopefully we can unleash Hailey, but I'm just going to go out there and be who I am, and, that'll be enough.
Before we talk about your social media, you were selected as a preseason newcomer to the Big 12. How do you maximize those expectations of what's in front of you?
Yeah, one thing about me is, I've been on a lot of journeys throughout my collegiate career, and I finally have understood at this point that, expectations are put on external sources, people from the outside, and what really matters is what's going on the inside, internally, what's going on with Hailey. And so, pressure is only felt if you allow it to be felt. And this year, my goal is to not feel pressure, to be as free as possible, to enjoy the game, to love basketball, to love my teammates. And in order to do that, I won't let the pressure be felt, and that's kind of how it has to go.
You've been on so many journeys, like you just mentioned, and one of those journeys was right here with Team USA this summer, taking home a bronze medal. Yeah. Hailey, what will you take from playing for Team USA into playing in the Big 12?
Yeah, I think the Olympics helped me in a lot of ways. One, it was perfect coming into TCU because a ton of our offensive actions end in the same reads and styles that 3-on-3 was. So all the work and preparation I did for 3-on-3 was just a perfect transition to what I have to do with this TCU team. But also, as a younger player and playing with vets and in a new game, 3-on-3 is new, I learned a lot about leadership and how to bond with different teammates, different personality styles. So I'm hoping to be able to use that to my benefit this year with this team. I have a great group of teammates. I can't wait to just get on the court with them and enjoy my time.
Earlier on in the show, you were #1 on my top 5 Big 12 women's basketball social media stars list. Let's take a look at your profile. Hailey, why is it so important to build your own personal brand, especially in women's basketball?
Yeah, I think it's super important in women's sports, especially because, a lot of what we're going to maximize about our stuff is off the court, is stuff that's not just taking place within the lines of our play. So me being able to do that, and I have a team of amazing people that help me get it done, but me being able to harness social media and everything that goes with that is just, it's going to help me spread my message, spread what I want the world to see of me, and hopefully, they like what they see and they want to follow my career, engage with me, whatever that may be. But, women in sports, especially over anything, it's such a big part of building your career and making a lasting legacy.
It really is. Well, Hailey, finally, where can fans, if they aren't already following you, follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram, Hailey Van Lith, my name. On Twitter, Hailey Van Lith, my name too, and TikTok. All of the social media
There you go, the
platforms.
trifecta.
Just
well, Hailey,
the name.
I love it. Appreciate the time. Thank you for joining me. Best of luck to you in Fort Worth this season.
Thank you.
Alex?
All right.